That was great vision. He turns and he runs with the receiver. Doesn't have the effect. And then backs the ball down.
One trips right, Haas. One trips right, 51 Haas. Wide spot.
Trips right, 51 Haas. Wide spot on 180.
St. Louis, perfect in every game except the two against the favorite to win it all, DC.
180. We got.
They beat Vegas by 23 2 weeks ago. Wide open, Marcel Aitman. And the former Raider playing his second game back with St. Louis after missing 3 straight with a hammy. They're picking up a guy that's played in the NFL basically late in the season.
Marcel Aitman especially. He spent time with the Arizona Cardinals last year. He's 6'5". I was down with him on the field earlier. And he's just a big body with great hands, so he's going to be a great security blanket for Tiano.
He was the second overall pick in the skill position draft. Laron Stokes with the tackle at the line. Vegas defense looked different as well. Really shut down San Antonio, allowed 1 offensive touchdown last week. Had a special team scored allowed as well. But before that, Chris Dishman had a defense that allowed 29 points in 4 straight.
I'm excited to see how St. Louis responds to a play like that. I'm expecting to see more empty. Why do you go empty? You give Tiano a chance to evaluate the field, know where everyone is at.
And that's Pita Tumapenu wearing 0, the hottest pass rusher in the league. Tiano with the legs, some contact as he slid. I don't see a flag. Austin Proehl is saying, hey, protect my quarterback, give me one. That's going to be a first down.
Yeah, and so you see, we call him D-Train. Deontay Anderson coming in on a late hit. Now, Dean Blandino can review this when it comes to player safety. He can look and slow down the game and make an adjustment.
And this is a play that Anthony Beck can also challenge. You see the red dash below the timeouts. You get one challenge to challenge anything. Have to have a timeout to use it. Tiano throwing sideline looking for Aitman. And that was Deontay Anderson, that time trying to prowl on that football.
The 2 positive plays we've seen from St. Louis, both have come in empty. They've spread out the defense. You can no longer hide or disguise. Tiano has run 1 and passed 1. I expect to see much more of that to get Tiano more relaxed in this game.
And we talk about nerves. Can only imagine what Tiano is feeling making his XFL debut. He has had all week to know that he's going to be the guy to get the start. Quick pass. That's complete to Steven Mitchell. Fitz.
Coach, what are you seeing from your quarterback so far? Yeah, you know, he's settling in, gets the ball. We got to stop them on defense, get him more chances on the football. It's a good drive right here. We got to find a way to punch into the end zone. He's using his legs well. I like that. So we got to continue to keep mixing it up. Thanks, Jimmy. Low.
In that in-between territory now. At the 32. With a 3rd and 3.
180. We should hard. 180. We done it.
Tiano wants the end zone. Big Akeem Butler. Got it. Give him another one. 32 yards. And Akeem Butler is now your XFL leader with 6 touchdown catches.
Great read by Nick Tiano. Saw the middle of the field open, and Akeem Butler did the rest.
Butler mossed a dude last week for a touchdown and ran away from Vegas for 1 here.
It was also the reason why they won their week 1 game. They were down big, had that 4th down, that 4th and 15, that 3-point conversion. He started all of that.
St. Louis 7-14 on the 2-pointers. Tiano with the wheels upended. Helicopter into the end zone for Nick Tiano, and that is how you win over a fan base.
Talk about getting the crowd involved. Nick Tiano, he sees it, sticks his foot in the ground, and flies into the end zone by any means necessary.
Is that Elway?
How does Little Caesars know when to bring back?
Conversion there, Elway-esque. Take me on the field, man. When you see that moment, what's that like? Just take us there.
Yeah, man, I saw, they played coverage, felt it kind of open up in the middle, and just figured, hey, I can lower my head and go get 5 yards, man. O-line did a great job.
As far as first start, how's it feel so far?
Man, it feels great. This crowd is amazing. These St. Louis fans are awesome, man. My teammates, coaches, they've shown me support all week, so just want to get the job done for them.
Thanks, bud.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Well,
I don't know if the St. Louis fans knew the name Nick Tiano coming into this game. I promise you, they know the name now. His Q swinging with the response and forced out of bounds at the 45-yard line. There is a flag at the 31. Let's check on that.
80. At the 30.
80.
Number 80. Okay, from the spot there. From the 30. From the 30. Number 80. Return team. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Let's check out Tiano getting into the zone again. Just looking for a chance to play. That's the story for both McClendon and Tiano. They both had to back up some amazing quarterbacks in their careers. Now they're getting their shot. McClendon goes straight to Sexton. Sexton staying up for 7 yards.
And sometimes all you need, Lowell, is that opportunity. Rod Woodson said earlier, I needed to play Jalen McClendon because he's never had the opportunity. Now Nick Tiano's getting his chance as well. That's what this league is about.
33-Q dart, A attack, A attack. 33-Q dart, A attack. 33.
And you love trades that help both teams. The trade from Luis Perez from Vegas to Arlington helps the Renegades in the South try to lock up one of the two spots. Helps Vegas mess up some playoff plans in the North. McClendon carrying Lakeem Williams for the first down.
We saw last week, Jalen McClendon had 25 rushing yards at critical moments. If it's not there, you take it. And he's such a big body, 6'5". He's 215, so he's falling forward and not falling backward. Most quarterbacks, when they get hit, they go the opposite way. Jalen McClendon is changing that definition.
And he wants to learn. Monday was a player's day off. He was in the coach's office going over run plays and pass plays that he likes with Ron Woodson and Ray Sherman, the OC. There's Smith. Smith still up, lowering the shoulder just shy of the first down. Jonathan Alexander bringing him down, but that's 9 yards. Catch episode 6 of the XFL docuseries Player 54, Chasing the XFL Dream, Thursday at 5 Eastern on ESPN2. Available to stream immediately after on ESPN+. Directed by Peter Berg, this 9-part docuseries chronicles the creation of the XFL under new ownership and provides an all-access look at all 8 teams. Hey, we talk about opportunity. Destroying is in the house. Was in the house last night for his one-on-one battles. We had a chance to check that out. Amazing experience. He's going to be joining us in the third quarter.
And there's so many NFL players that come. So think about it. We saw Jamison Williams. He pulled up to destroying one-on-one battles. And then all these players, high schoolers, college players, get opportunities to do one-on-one. You win 10,000, but also there's scouts watching. There were some XFL scouts watching those one-on-ones.
And the leading receiver in the league, Ja'Cour Pearson from Seattle, made his name at one of Destroying's events in Detroit.
You got swing. A swing. Wanda.
Rod Smith, the tailback. McClendon making his second straight start out of Baylor. Swinging it to Smith. Smith with the first down, and the tackle made by Mike Rose. Fitz.
Starting safety Nate Mader's already out with a concussion for the St. Louis Battlehawks. Now Jonathan Alexander is in the injury tent. Lowell with a right arm injury.
Oh, the secondary getting thinner in front of our very eyes. Sam, how do you adjust to that mid-game?
Well, if you're the Vegas Vipers, you try to notice that, and you would take a deep shot. Attack the people who are in new positions. Nate Mader's in a different position. So take that opportunity to make a big play.
Little delay. And then going back to the ground to Burt. What was that little delay all about with that play call?
Well, it's about timing, and so sometimes you take that extra step to set up the timing for the offensive linemen. So not all plays are designed the same. You need your linemen to get down the field. You need guards to pull. So that delay allows you to get that timing perfect to get positive yardage.
Troy left off, 8
Troy left off. 8
27B alert bubble.
27B. 27B. 27.
Burt with the carry. Burt showing a nice burst up the middle to the 36, 7 yards for the Fresno State Bulldog.
Something's got to change up front for the St. Louis Battlehawks defensive line. We saw them when they played DC a few weeks ago. They gave up big plays. They have to get off blocks in order to help Mike Rose and Willie Harvey get in their gaps and make their plays.
And that has been the strength of this defense. Lakel London, Kevin Atkins in the middle. Not winning the battle. Swing pass to the tight end. That's Cam Sutton, also out of Fresno State.
Well, you notice Brian Burt is in, and Smith is coming right back in. He's been dealing with a back injury, so pay attention to that. And then John Lovett, who I mentioned was dealing with general illness earlier, now dealing with a hand injury. So pay attention to the shuffle at running back that Vegas is dealing with right now.
Keeping you busy on the sideline, Taylor. Sutton in motion, empty for McClendon. Draw. And hit instantly by Travis Feeney. Travis Feeney out of Washington has been an absolute monster. Sacks in back-to-back games for this Battlehawks defense. And setting up a third down.
Let's go!
on your feet here inside the dome. Behind, picked off, Laverne Hill, his third interception in 2 games against the Vegas Vipers. His only picks of the season. All Laverne Hill does is pick off Vegas Viper quarterbacks. Number 3 for the Michigan Wolverine.
Historically, sauces are either sweet or spicy, but Arby's new King's Hawaiian Chicken Sandwich is both, because
To the
and
face.
we were on the
Dean Blandino currently in his review.
26.
Yep.
Right, so we'll be at the 26.
Correct.
Vegas's ball, 1st and 10.
1st and 10, 26, and it was number 90, St. Louis.
They had no more. Number 90. Got it.
The timeout. They're done challenging.
The interception.
Yeah, one thing.
There is a foul for hands to the face on the defense, number 90. That penalty will be enforced. It's an automatic 1st down for Vegas. Vegas will have no remaining challenges for the game, but will retain their timeouts.
Let's bring in Dean Blandino, VP of Officiating for the XFL. Walk us through that challenge, Dean.
Obviously a big play, interception. Coach Woodson saw hands to the face on number 90. This is going to be your good look. He's got his left hand pinning the head back. That's what we're looking for, prolonged contact. That is a foul for hands to the face, negates the interception. Automatic 1st down for Vegas.
Dean, thank you so much. That one goes against Kevin Atkins. And let's face it, Rod Woodson has struggled with how to use challenges and doing it in the appropriate manner, he wins this one in a big way.
And this is what Bill Belichick in the NFL has tried to implement. Let's have one play that we can challenge. Just whether you have to use a timeout, the ability to challenge a missed call. NFL has not implemented it. Well, the XFL has, and we're seeing so many coaches challenge plays that are game-changing plays.
And I would love to know who noticed. If Woodson or one of his coaches did, or if the offensive lineman ran off and said, hey, coach, I got hit.
Well, he likely has people up in the box watching for plays like this. Could have been the player. The player says, hey, coach, I got hit. Someone up in the booth is saying, hey, yes, he did. Let's challenge right now.
There's Sexton. Sexton to the sideline, nearly got the first down. Chased out by Silas Kelly. Taylor.
Coach, what did you guys see and how did you know to challenge there?
Well, one of our guys upstairs said that number 90 had forcible contact to the offensive lineman face. We made the challenge, had to make the challenge on an interception like that, so it gave us the opportunity to get the ball back.
Appreciate it. Lowell?
Taylor, thank you so much. That is also a coach that is getting more comfortable in his skin as this season progresses.
And it's smart. He has people up in the booth. They have the tablets that can go back and rewind plays. They say, yes, there was a challenge on this play, a play that should be challenged.
Smith hits a stone wall. And that is Travis Feeney with the stop behind the line. Moving back.
All right, here we go.
So what do you do
Let's go
now?
11,
Now that
11,
you did
11.
get that challenge, how do you get those points?
Here
This
we
is
go.
a critical third down.
Trips right, 27 base, QA block. Trips right, 27 base, QA block.
Uno, Bear Money, 51 Peel Uno, alert hard count.
So you heard that 51 Peel Uno by Donnie Abram, defensive coordinator for St. Louis. That means whoever's up the field, if running back releases, you have to go with them.
McClendon swallowed up by three Battlehawk defenders. Laquel London the first there. Carson Wells finished it.
Why does 51 Peel Uno matter? It matters because you're bringing more people than they have that can block. And so the defensive end has to peel, but if that defensive end peels, the running back is not blocking, and you have extra people inside to go get a sack.
Carson Wells making his impact felt. And that will set up a 43-yarder for Sam Sloman. He made his XFL debut. The second one is no good. So after all of that, you lose your challenge, and you're giving the ball back to St. Louis near the same position that interception happened.
You still have to make that challenge. Obviously, hindsight is 20/20, but you have to make that challenge. Sam Sloman, new to the team this week, has NFL experience. This missed field goal is costly, but at least you kept the team from getting that momentum. But now with missed field goals, St. Louis says, let's go. Let's get a quick first down and take a shot.
Got 3:56 left before half. St. Louis and Vegas with all three timeouts. The clock will run after incompletions and out-of-bound plays up until the 2-minute warning. Then we'll go to college rules. Hakeem Butler tried to backstep out of the tackle by Keelan Kennedy. Week 6 in the XFL continues next with the Renegades and the Guardians. And tomorrow afternoon, we have another doubleheader with the Brahmas and Roughnecks at 3 Eastern on ABC, followed by the Defenders and Sea Dragons on ESPN2. Every game also available on ESPN Plus. And get that out of here. Keelan Kennedy active early at a Garden City Community College.
Keelan Kennedy has gotten so much better as the season has progressed, only 23 years old. He was one of the top JUCO DBs just a few years back, and now he's showing his game, his improvement with time, with experience, and with reps.
And this is unfortunate. It's Peter Tamopenu, star out of Utah, who set this league ablaze over the last 3 weeks, being checked out on the field. See his bio, 11 career games in the NFL with 3 different teams. He is a half sack behind Houston's Trent Harris in the run for that Sack King title. So Harris with the lead in the XFL in sacks. Tamopinu briefly surpassed him last week in the win against San Antonio. He's now half a sack back. Max Roberts for Vegas also in the mix He backs up Vic Beasley, but still has managed 5 on the season.
And those 6.5 sacks for Pita have all come in the last 3 games, so we're hoping he's okay. He has been on a tear, not this season, but these last 3 weeks. The sacks are finally starting to come.
Protecting the quarterback has also been problematic at times for the St. Louis offensive line. But look, he steps out, and you bring in Vic Beasley and Max Roberts. You got depth on the edge.
Here we go.
Beasley, number 45, the bottom of the defensive line. Former All-Pro with the Atlanta Falcons, played in the Super Bowl as well. 3rd and 5 for Tiano. Beasley nearly got there. Aikman, the sliding catch. Give it to him. Move the chains. When they got him back last week, they got a dude back, Sam.
He was injured before the season started. He played through injury. Then finally, halfway through the season, he went on IR, wasn't available, but he came back last week. And he's been helping this offense be more explosive because he's such a great route runner to accompany his size.
Nick Tiano getting the start for St. Louis. A.J. McCarron did not make the trip because of the shoulder issue. He should be good to go for the showdown next week against Seattle. St. Louis wins these next 2. They got a battle here. They're in the XFL playoffs.
And one thing that Bruce Gronkowski does, an offensive coordinator, if a play's successful, he goes back to it. We've seen a couple quarterback draws. Expect more empty.
Tight Hakeem.
Gronkowski played for the Rams in this building back in 2008 with Leroy Glover and Anthony Beck. Out to the flat. And that is Stephen Mitchell. And Stephen Mitchell is going to bring it close to the first down marker. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Vegas with the 11-8 lead over St. Louis.
How does Little Caesars know when to bring back pretzel crust?
I'm sure they've got it down to a science.
He's dancing! Pretzel crust is back!
The crust the world craves is back at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
It's hard to put it into words. When I tried, life felt absurd. You left the roots of my soul. I tell myself not to lose control. I'll take it slow, but it's hard to do when you're a lion like me on a line like you. You got the hands that I wanna hold. You like the room to the house of my soul.
If Jimmy John's new caprese salami pesto was really Italian, it would have
fresh mozzarella, balsamic glaze.
Who are you?
Stevie. We met at Jimmy John's.
Same name.
Same sandwich order?
No.
Jimmy John's new caprese salami pesto.
There have been Joes, Johns, Jalen's, and more Johns. Patricks and Peytons, Deons and DKs. There have been JJs, TJs, AB and CJs. There have been 80 years of drafts.
I'm told the pick is in.
Thousands of names called.
Jerry Rice.
Eli Manning.
Sauce Gardner.
But there's nothing like hearing yours.
A spectacular moment for this young man.
Hi, I'm Lee Trevino. Most people know me for winning 6 PGA championships. With my bum knee, I started thinking I was going to have to trade my club in for a cane. Then I discovered Arthritis Knee Pain Centers.
Arthritis Knee Pain.
Dome at America's Center. You'll find St. Louis Battlehawks and the biggest and loudest crowd in the XFL trying to spur their home team on. Bruce Gradkowski calling the plays for St. Louis offensively. Chris Dishman for the Vegas defense as the Vipers hold the lead with 2 minutes before half. No A.J. McCarron did not make the trip. Hurt his shoulder in the third quarter against Houston. He'll be back next week. This game belongs to Nick Tiano. Tiano to the Duke Blue Devil. Mateo Durant. And a third down conversion. 12 yards for Durant.
That was a great play design. You saw the motion in the shift, and then Durant came from the other side of the line through the line of scrimmage, which makes it hard to cover for a defensive line.
Vegas struck first with a John Lovett touchdown.
Hey, I'm going to shuffle with you. Hey, you couldn't get this.
Had the ball in the red zone. Bad snap. Led them to settle for a field goal. St. Louis came back with a Keem Butler bomb from Tiana. Durant. Oh! Lit up by Deontay Anderson. Heavy hitter out of Houston. But we do have a flag.
What you got, Crystal?
I got holding on blue 55.
55. You like your spot? You good? 55 hold?
I'll put it at the 30.
All right, you liking it? So we're going to go from the previous spot then? Holding number 55.
That's fine.
Holding number 55. Offense, 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
That's on Dallas Warmack. Nick Tiano turns into the lead blocker on this play, and he was thinking about taking on Deontay.
Yeah, Deontay, they used to call him D-Train. At 7 years old, he was a running back. He would run people over. He was a big guy. Then he said he got skinny. Well, he's still running people over now on the defensive side of the ball.
50 Chevy, 8 shallow, 130.
Well, maybe after that helicopter into the end zone for the two-point conversion, Tiano decided to take that one easy. And it looks like a timeout from Anthony Beck.
What is it that you want to challenge, Coach? He's charging.
Yeah, he wants some use of the helmet there for contact there, Dean.
Looks
I think
like we have a challenge coming up here from
Is that what you're looking for?
Looking at that regardless, or it has to be
Okay, so yeah, I know Dean's going to look at that. Dean, talk to me on that.
Yeah, so he's challenging the use of helmet on the tackle, correct?
Yeah, he is challenging on the tackle on the runner there.
Okay.
And that's what we're looking at, and we're going to challenge that with a timeout.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm on my high end zone. He drops his head, but he makes contact with the side of the helmet. I'm going to go to my far handheld next. So I'm looking at side of the helmet. I've got a really good look. I can see the crown the whole time. Definitely forcible contact, but he's a runner. He's not defenseless. And I've got contact with the side of the helmet. Yep, I'm looking at it. Go ahead. Yeah, that's the one we started with. All right, Mike, there's no forcible contact with the crown of the helmet. It was the side of the helmet, so there's no foul. So you're going to lose the challenge and charge a timeout.
They said it was side of the
After
helmet.
review, there is no illegal use of the helmet by the defense. The contact was to the side.
Is this player, we're like talking player
St.
safety.
Louis has been charged a timeout and will have no remaining challenges for the remainder of the game.
And Dean, Anthony Beck has such a good feel for the challenge. What kind of conversations are you open to with coaches about when and how to use their challenges?
We have a lot of conversations because this is new, right? We haven't done this at any level of football where they can challenge fouls or potential fouls. So we want them to have a better understanding of how we're looking at the plays. So I have those conversations during the week with all of our head coaches.
Thank you, Dean. 1st and 20. Tiano on the money. Darius Shepard, the leading receiver for the Battlehawks in 3 of the last 4 games.
One Trump right. 51 Haas.
On the ball.
That's Jerks.
51. I want to.
Hakeem, bring your split in. Hakeem, bring it in. You got the Haas. You're up the team.
580.
Gradkowski talking to Hakeem Butler. Ball going to Pro to the 20. And we got a flag.
He's older to play the first down.
28.
Going with a face mask 28 defense there. Talk about it.
Had a face mask on the runner.
We're good.
Hold on.
We're good. We're good. Again, you had it. You got it. Good. There is no foul for face mask on the play. Still first down.
Sam, I don't know if there's a better receiver in traffic in the XFL than Austin Pearl.
He's been outstanding, and he's done this from week one. We saw in that comeback that St. Louis had in week one, he was a critical factor in traffic. And week 2, week 3, every time, whether it's Nick Tiano now or it was A.J. McCarron need a catch, they go to Austin Pearl.
That game winner against San Antonio had 3 defenders on him. Kareem Walker now the running back. Tiano on a roll picked off in the end zone. Marvin Evans taking it out. No flags, and you can count that one for the Utah State Aggie, Marvin Evans.
And you can also count the defenders in the area. I get it, you trust your receiver, but that's a bad decision when you're inching towards the red zone. You have 3 different defenders in that zone, and so you start to get comfortable with the guy, but you're leaning off your back foot. Could have been picked off by a few different players. At that moment, it was Marvin Evans.
He was looking for Prohl, didn't get him. And meanwhile, much to the dismay of the St. Louis fans, the Vegas defense took it all the way down to the opposite end zone. Had a little personal celebration.
And Marvin Evans spent time on the Green Bay Packers 53-man roster in 2016 and 2017. NFL experience, it shows right there.
By Vegas taking points off the board. McClendon back to work. And it's Bryant. He gets out of the tackle. The Clemson Tiger takes it inside the 40. Taylor.
Here is Marvin Evans. How did you read that play?
Well, they've been doing double slants on us all day. So I just knew, like, if I catch him in the right play and he missed the throw, I can get it.
What's been the difference defensively for you guys this week versus when you played them 2 weeks ago?
Everybody just playing the calls. Everybody's just doing what they're supposed to do. And we just more focused.
Thank you. Lowell?
39 yards there for Martavis Bryant, former standout in the NFL with the Steelers. Jalen McClendon back to work. Comfortable, but nearly threw it into the midst of Elijah Hamilton, who tumbled down 7 times after almost picking that one off.
Man, we're seeing so much back and forth, and that was a great play by Elijah Hamilton. You see McClendon staring down his receiver. Hamilton knows he can undercut that route because he has help over top, and so that's why you saw him get underneath that pass and try to pick it off.
40 seconds, under 2 minutes. Clock is stopping after incompletions. And it will pause while chains are moved after first downs. Burt makes the catch one-handed, and Burt has himself the first down.
So as you mentioned, Lowell, the clock will stop until the chains are reset unless we see a timeout call.
28 seconds, timeout, Vegas.
Yeah. Or did they rule him short? They did.
Vegas
by
has
a
called
yard.
their first charge timeout of the first half.
And I think that's what Rod Woodson is wondering.
Come on, he was on top of the guy. He was on top of the guy.
So still plenty of time here. 27 seconds.
28-yard line. It's first down, Vegas.
So now we got to sort out the clock and the spot. Let's listen.
And they still wanted the timeout, yes?
Yes, he wants a dead clock, so he knows.
Yeah,
he's
we're
good.
good. It's going to be first down. It's going to be a first down at the 28 now, so we're playing 1 and 10. Make a note of that.
First down, 1 on the box.
Get cold. I'm saying, Darren Barrel, right? 6 left. 24 whip. Yeah, I correct it. Okay, so how did it get changed without a challenge?
He did challenge it. No, coach didn't challenge it. Dean made that decision.
Why would Dean? He can't change the movement of the ball. That's the integrity of what you guys are supposed to see, right? We can't call penalties when it's close.
By rule in the XFL, we're going to have those reviews with Dean. So he gets a chance to correct an on-field error.
All right.
And Dean, we've seen this all season long. You guys review